Hey guys, Harrison1 back at it once again for a brand new video for you. Be warned, this is going to be a long video. Welcome to round 6 of our Formula 1 2012 career mode playthrough in Monaco. As you probably would have already noticed, I qualified 4th. Trust me, this is in itself a walking miracle. And for some reason, I'm fast around Monaco because, as a track, it's a bit of a field leveler. In the sense of, you can have a really aggressive setup here and it works. I don't quite know why that is. What I do know is that when you're driving around here, if you have an aggressive setup, you can get right up there with the front of the pack. The problem is, it destroys your tyres, and that's something you'll notice during the race. Is that I had such an aggressive setup, and the reason I did was because I wanted to get to the front of the field, because I know that passing around here is going to be nearly impossible. I do put off this really nice pass on Charles Pic later in the race, though. That's something I'll briefly spoil. You'll see it down the line. Again, I record the commentaries for these first before I edit the video down to see what I end up with, because I don't like time constraints when I'm commentating. I like freedom, I like having flexibility. But I do know the full recording was about half an hour long, so I use that as my yardstick and then just roll with it and see what I end up with. But again, I'm just warning you in advance, this is not the most positive commentary out there. And I might go off on a tangent or two here or there, but you'll get the point of what I'm trying to say. And this video is called Some YouTube Home Truths for a reason. And I've seen a lot of people make comments recently because YouTube got a new layout, and because, let's be honest, commentators in our sector love to talk about YouTube. They love to talk about giving out advice. They like to all think that, you know, that what they say, you know, is 100% foolproof. And that if you follow these rules, you'll be a big YouTube celebrity, blah, blah, blah. And if you'll be a YouTuber, blah, 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 this, and that. And I'm here to tell you that some of those things are true, some of the things are not. And I know you guys appreciate it when I'm honest. So I'll give you my honest take on these issues. First of all, I want to talk about YouTube's layout. And when I first saw it, I liked it. But then I realised most people fall for the logic of what I like to call shiny hood ornament syndrome. It's like the first time you've seen a brand new Ferrari and you thought, you know what would look good on here? An air vent on top of the sunroof. You think it looks great in your mind until you do it, and then you realise you look like a bit of an idiot. That's kind of what this YouTube layout looks like to me. And there is a lot of things that are right about it, and there's a lot of things that are wrong about it. And there is some good things about it. But the thing is, what I've come to realise is the more I'm using it, the less I'm liking it. First of all, I'm glad that certain things are easier to find, like video manager is up there at the top now, analytics is up there at the top. You don't need to click 5 times to get to your YouTube analytics. You know, and there is the subscription box is now on the left-hand side of the screen. And when you click on the video page, there's now more for my subscription on the left-hand side, so it does save some clicks, which is a good thing. However, first of all, why is everything taken up like 70% of the screen size? There's like a massive chunk of space to the right, which, for my reason, serves no purpose. Why not just stretch the whole thing out over the whole screen? Why have that giant chunk of white space there? Any website developer will tell you this. The less white space on a page that's going to waste, the worse it is. There's no point for that being there. Seriously, there's no benefit to that. Just stretch it out over the page, or make the recommended channels portion of the screen bigger. Because besides that, there's no point in that being there. It's silly. But yeah, I mean that part of the layout is annoying. I don't like it. It still takes 2 clicks to see subscriptions properly. And there is now the handy uploads only tab, which is a good thing, but it still takes the same number of clicks. Again, any guy developing a website for a company or for anything will tell you the lesser number of clicks you can get to anywhere on the site, the better. If you can save a click or two, it will help you out in the long run, because most people don't look at websites for very long. They might take... You've got to capture them with their first impression, and it doesn't help that you have to go to My Subscriptions and then go to Uploads Only. Uploads Only should be the default option. I don't care what people comment on. It's like, so when you see this whole social tab or like all activity, why would I care what somebody's commenting on a video with? That's between them and the person who's commenting on the video. Why should I care what this person has commented on? Why should I care what this person has liked or favourited? I understand that it's a good thing for the person in question because, you know, it's a bit of exposure. But at the same time, you can turn that off anyway. So, what's the point of it? I'm here, I'm on YouTube, I'm here for the videos. I'm not here to read through people's statuses and comment feeds. We're not trying to be Facebook here. I'm glad, to a degree, they sorted out the timeline issues, because, you know, the timeline on the last layout was broken and it wasn't good at all. I mean, yeah, it was fine on mobile devices, but when it wasn't on mobile devices, like for YouTube's homepage itself, it would skip, it would go back and forth. It was terrible. It was badly done, and there was absolutely, you know, no excuse for that to happen. It was silly. And, you know, for a site that's one of the biggest in the world, there's absolutely no reason for it to be this way. There's no excuse. So I'm glad they have the uploads only and they sorted the timeline issues out. But it shouldn't take 2 clicks to get there. Uploads only should be the option that's right there when I click on the page when I first log on to YouTube. That's it. That's the end of the discussion. Why should it be anything else? If I really wanted to see it, put it to one side, you know. But I'm here for the videos. I'm not here for the comments. I'm not here for the statuses. I'm not here to see what this guy's favorited. I'm here for the videos that this person has made. That's what subscriptions are for. As Mr. Hurricane told me, a good friend of mine who's also on YouTube, he said it himself. It's the difference between channel surfing and watching your favourite show every week. Channel surfing is just going through the motions, trying to find something you like. Having your show is what a subscription is for, and that's exactly what it should be on the homepage. Simple as that. End of discussion. And that's what it should be for. And for a site like YouTube, that's no excuse. And that's just how I see it. The video viewing pages are terrible. I mean, I thought they were good at first, and then I realised it's just it just doesn't work. I mean, first of all, why is that timeline at the top where you would see people's recent videos? Why has that disappeared? There was no need to get rid of that. That was silly. There was no need for it to be there. Why is the like-dislike bar? Why have they taken the red out of the dislikes? That's silly. Again, that doesn't need to be there. Why is it green and the other half white? I thought dislikes were red. Again, silly. No need for that to be there. And the playlists. If you click on the video playlist now, you get this giant black box where the titles are going to be hard to read. So you have to go through a trial and error process of clicking each one to see the one you want to see. Again, silly. There's no need for that. The bottom was a toolbar that popped up, and then it had the full titles of every video in there. That was perfectly fine. There was no need to change that. That was absolutely fine, and it served its purpose. They even had an autoplay feature, which was excellent, which I'm glad they had. There was nothing wrong with that. I don't see why they felt the need to change the homepage. And you know what? As a result of this, it's harder to see more videos from the same person. Yes, there might be recommended in there, and you know, you might get lucky. But now, from the video page itself, it's now hard to find more from that same person. That's what the timeline feature was for. You could see what came next. Now you have to go to their channel manually, and that's more clicks, and that's silly. I shouldn't have to do that. It's such an irritating feature that doesn't need to be there. And again, that's how I see it. It's just, ugh. No, just no. It just doesn't work that way. And you know, video viewing pages have no recent timelines. That's what I was talking about. And what I will say though is that if by some minor miracle, and I'm using this video as the yardstick, if it means directors get a true count on video views, then I will be prepared to sit through it, because I'm hoping people will lean towards the uploads only tab of the My Subscriptions option on the page. If it helps, then I have no problem with it. Overall, I'll grit my teeth and grind through it if, as a director, it helps me. If it doesn't help me, then I'm going to have serious issues, because then I realise what was the point of this entire upgrade or supposed new layout, because it doesn't work. Aesthetically, it's terrible, but you know, it's like it's terrible, but I'll live with it if it helps me out as a video maker. But the more I think about it, the worse this YouTube layout is, and the less I'm starting to like it. I'm starting to dislike it now. And another thing I've come to my attention: the recommended channels and the recommended videos I'm getting, it's lopsided. It's badly lopsided, and this kind of segues into what I was going to say about the state of YouTube right now, for me and where I stand as a YouTuber. Why are all these channels I'm being suggested massive accounts? I mean, on my recommended right now, on my homepage, you can see it right now. There's that weekly tube show guy that does all the Dragon Ball Z dubs. He has 52,000 subscribers. Syndicate is there. Why are you recommending me a channel that's got 1 million subscribers? Chances are, if I like their content, I've already subscribed to it. I mean, that would be a great feature if it was used on smaller YouTube accounts. Because, look, I'm clicking these away to see more options. I'm getting things like Ray William Johnson, the #1 subscribed guy on YouTube. Game Grumps. What's this channel with 3 million on it? Oh, it's Pew Pew Die. Again, see, why are they recommending the giant channels to me? Shouldn't they be recommending the medium-sized channels? Some of these do make some sense, like having Bomani and Jones there, because I am an ESPN fan and I watch ESPN's content, but for the most part, they're all big channels, like 50 to 100,000 or even more than that. That would be a great tool for similar channels, you know, that have the same kind of subscriber base as you. That would be a great feature for smaller channels as well. That could really boost them to have them on a friend's homepage. You know, it would give them a chance, and it would really help their exposure. And it really doesn't help. It's like YouTube want the big channels to be bigger, and they don't give a shit about the little guy. And yeah, I'm a humble guy. I do genuinely appreciate every person who subscribes to me, and over 2,500 of you do. And trust me, that means the world to me, because it makes my hobby worthwhile. But like, why? It's not a nice feeling when YouTube itself isn't willing to help us. They're lopsided, and they want the bigger guys to make more money, so it makes them more money because they take a slice of the pie. That's the problem I have with YouTube. They're biased towards the big channels. I am not a big channel. I have I may have 2.5k subscribers, but I'm not even the #1 guy in Formula 1, let alone the #1 sports guy or sports gaming guy, or even a gaming person in general. Because right now, I'm in a saturated market, because every guy out there is buying a PVR and they're becoming a gaming commentator. It's the fastest growing and now biggest and most oversaturated market on YouTube. And that is not good, because it hurts for the smaller guys. I'll be honest with you, there's never been a worse time to start a YouTube account. I'm dead serious. Because I think the days of the rapidly growing YouTube account is dead. When was the last time a major channel became a super elite, you know, Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z kind of, you know, mega channel? Epic Meal Time maybe, and that was 2 years ago. And, you know, they're in that special club now, and surely it would be in YouTube's best interests to help out the medium-sized channel, because they are the ones who have the best opportunity to get to, for example, 1 million. I want my gold plaque in the post, god damn it. But seriously, I just want it to be fair for everybody, because I know people out there who are just starting and they're struggling, and they don't want to commit to it because, YouTube is not helping them. YouTube's system is counterproductive. They're recommending older videos from bigger channels from like a year ago. Why would I want to watch something from a year ago? It's irrelevant now, especially when it comes to things like gaming and news. Why would I want to see something from a year ago? I want to see what's going on now, you know, and from channels which aren't, you know, that quite frankly don't need the help. Because most of them have like friggin' 1 million subs, and that means at least 200,000 are watching every video they make. So why do they need all the extra advertising? Why can't that go back into us smaller channels so we can all grow? I've said this for ages on YouTube. I'd rather have 10 channels with 100,000 subscribers, or even 100 channels with 10,000 subscribers on it, than have one guy with 1 million. It helps out everybody. We can all make money that way. And YouTube wants the big guys to be bigger and hopes the little guys fend for themselves. And it's unfortunate, but it's just, oh my god. It's just so irritating. And I've said this before, there's no worse time to be a YouTuber than now. It really is. If you're a young person starting up, I wish you the best of luck, and I will do anything in my power to help you guys out, because right now it's a bleak situation, and I don't like how bleak it is. And I'll give you an example. A friend of mine who just started the other day, there's a guy called Rapid Scorpion. I highly recommend you check him out. I might put a link in the description to his channel. He just started making videos now, and he's doing Need for Speed Most Wanted. And he's an excellent commentator, one of the best I've seen. And he's only got like 11 subscribers because he's just started. And I'm like, wow, this guy's good. He deserves a shot, you know. And then you realise there's a chance he doesn't make it because YouTube doesn't want to help him out. And, you know, YouTube would rather see, you know, a guy like, for instance, Pew Pew Die get all the advertising credit. And it's just ridiculous. But I know people have asked me for advice, and people have recommended me this and recommended me that, and say, oh, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? And, you know, how can I get bigger? And the advice some of the advice that I would use personally, my advice is work hard. YouTube is now a system that favours quantity over quality. I've always said the cream always rises to the top, but it's difficult when one guy's got 100 videos and the other guy's got 700 videos. Who's more likely to get somebody's attention? The guy with 7 or the guy with 1? Naturally, it's going to be the guy with 7. It's just how people think, and it's just how YouTube works, because it means it's more money for them. So those who are pumping out more content are the ones that are more likely to succeed. I'm not saying it's a foolproof formula, but that's what tends to happen. So for me, if you can make a video a day, excellent. You're probably going to make it if you know what you're doing and if you're good enough. I'm not saying that, you know, bad channels don't deserve it because they're making videos more often, but YouTube benefits those who make more than those who make less but might be better. I've always had a style of, you know, do video every 2 to 3 days, but make it as good as you can. And that's just been my philosophy. I could make a video every day if I really wanted to, but then that would take a lot more work. I wouldn't be as enthusiastic about my work, and then my video quality would suffer, and then you guys would be less likely to watch, because less of you guys would care. I want you guys to care when I make a video, because I want it to be a big deal. I want it to be treated as important, and that's what would work for me. So, you know, that's just how I see it. If you can make videos more often, go for it, by all means. But my style, what worked for me was producing quality. Be a brand. You know, don't think of yourself as a YouTuber. Think of yourself as a brand. How can you market yourself in the best possible way? Be on Facebook. Be on Twitter. Talk about yourself a lot. You know, prop yourself up a little bit. It does come in handy. Having a catchy name does actually work. I mean, I've seen it with friends like Val Dudes, and, you know, it's a really cool channel name, and you're like, oh, Valcore, check this out, and it's like, it works. It does genuinely work. If you're not on Facebook and Twitter, get with the program, okay? Get yourself out there. Twitter is an excellent tool to promote yourself. It really, really is. And I know a ton of you guys follow me on Twitter and talk to me on Twitter. It's a fantastic website for marketing. It really is. Use it. Take advantage. The community out there is your friend. They're not out to get you. Believe it or not. Be friends with people. Listen to what your potential viewers and what your viewers want to see. The more you can please, the better. You're never going to be able to please everybody. It's like that episode of Recess when TJ Detwater has the one black kid who doesn't like him, and he spends the whole episode trying to please the one guy, but at the same time ticking everybody else off. Stick to what you know, play to your strengths, and you know, it will work. You'll get that core audience, and that's the real way to tell if you've got a successful YouTube account. Subscribers is an overrated term, so is video views. Having a core audience that will watch you no matter what, that is, I think, is the most valuable trait about having a YouTube account. That's just my opinion. Other bits of advice I'd recommend. Let me think here. Give me a minute. I don't really think about these things very much, but you know, just be respectful. You know, no one's going to want to watch a guy that comes across like a douchebag, but be yourself. You know, don't try and be fake. It doesn't help anybody. And you know, be good to those around you. If opportunities come where you can partner up with other channels, go for it. Introduce yourself to as many people as you can. I've got a couple of dual commentaries coming up soon. I've got one with Mickey Emotions planned. I've got another one with Hurricane, hopefully, if that all works out. So, you know, it's good for me, it's good for my channel, and it's good for where, you know, things are going right now. So, if you can, by all means, go for it, you know. Get your name out there. That's what matters more than anything else. Play to your strengths is another one I was going to say as well. Where if you're an expert gameplay, if you're one of the best in the world at what you do, focus on that. If you're really good and that's your best asset, roll with it. There are people out there that want to see different things. For example, if you're a COD guy and you can average maybe a 4 KD and you can, you know, get, you know, 50 in 2 games at will, focus on that. That's what you're good at. You know, don't try and commentate on it if you're not confident, or if you sound silly, or if that's not what you're best at. Don't build your channel around that. People will be turned off by it if it's not necessarily good. I've come to find that people watch me because they like my commentary style, and that's what's always worked out for me. I've never been an elite player in anything video game I've ever done. I do it because I enjoy it, and I think my enthusiasm for it comes off in videos. And I know that works for other people, but I know that's what works for me. And I think I've done enough where you guys now respect me, my knowledge for sport, and my passion for video making. And don't get me wrong, I mean, despite my numbers and despite the fact I'm coming across like a little bit of a raggy kid, and I know a few people commented on my last major rant. I think it was the Bahrain video I did, where, but you're just being a whiny bitch, deal with it, blah blah blah. I do it because I don't want the best for me. I want the best for YouTube and everybody. Don't get me wrong. I would like everybody to be successful on YouTube, not just me. This isn't about me, okay? This is about everybody, okay? And I want everybody to go out there and be a success. And I don't want to turn anybody off from being on YouTube. If you work hard and if you're that good at what you do, you will find a way to make it. If you're passionate and if you're enthusiastic and if you work hard, then I guarantee you'll find a way. And I never thought I'd get to this position. And I want to grow. I want to be the #1 Formula 1 guy on YouTube. Will it happen? Who knows? Will I try? Absolutely. Because that's what I want to do. That's the goals I set for myself. And I want to keep growing. I want to chat and talk and, be around the amazing fans and audience and friends that I've got here now. Because, I mean, it is so rewarding what I do. And, despite the minor irritances that being on YouTube has for people, there's a lot of plus points too. And, this is a job that definitely gives back. I mean, I'm not even getting paid for this right now. I don't get paid by Machinima until January because you have to sit out the first 3 months. I'm doing this for absolutely nothing. And I still enjoy it because I know that you guys like what I do. And that's all that matters to me. I would do this if I had 10 subscribers, let alone 2,500. Over 500,000 people have watched my work. That is insane. I could never get my head around that, ever. And it's something I will never truly ever get used to. But I just want everybody to have that same enthusiasm and enjoy what they're doing, and I want everybody to enjoy the experience, because it is rewarding and it does give back, and I kill for that. And yeah, it's not a full-time job for me, and you know, sometimes I do struggle to be able to make videos. I mean, I've got a job, I'm a university student, I make time of what I can, I'm a full-time carer for my sister who's recovering from leukemia, and it's not easy out there to find time sometimes, and you know, I've got to have a life too. But at the same time, I dedicate myself to these guys because I am passionate, I love it, and I know you guys appreciate it too. So why can't it just be that easy? Why do we have to complain about money and politics, and you know, this guy's doing badly and this guy's doing well and this guy's copying me and blah 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 and blah blah blah? Just fucking make good videos and enjoy yourself, okay? Seriously, that's what worked for me, and I'm not here to put people off. I'm not here to distract people. I'm not here to be a negative Nancy all the time. Most people realise 99% of my work is positive, and I look for the good things in people. I look for the good things in situations. I just wanted to get that negativity out of my system so I can move on to the good things. I want to be able to help people. I want people to enjoy me. I want to spread a good message, and I want to be that guy you can rely on. I was like, if I want to be like, oh, that Harrison guy, he's a fantastic YouTuber, and you know, I really like him, and I really want to watch more of him. That's my ultimate aim. And you know, the more people I can entertain, the more people I can inform, and the more people I can get to enjoy me, the better. And that's just, isn't that what we should all be looking out for? Are we all that money driven? I mean, I hope not. I hope not. I do it because I love it. Shouldn't that be all that matters? Just a thought there for you. Anyway, I've been talking now for 27 straight minutes, and I think it's time to rest my lungs and play some FIFA or something like that. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed my little rant or whatever. I mean, I went off on so many tangents, it's not even funny. That one's for you, Kev. Tangents. Should be a uni degree, as he said to me on Twitter this morning. But I've rambled for long enough, and if you guys didn't like this one, then I'm sorry. If you guys did like it, then I'm really, really glad that you did. If you've watched all 28 minutes of this or so, then you're a brave human being and you deserve my respect. You crazy chickens. But I will catch you guys Sunday, maybe for a community race. If not, we'll definitely see me on Monday for the start of the Harry Awards, which you can still vote on. The link is below in the description. I've been Harrison01. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Don't forget to leave a like. Sayonara.
By 5 seconds. There's a 5-second gap to pick. job. We've taken 10th, 1 point.